Okay, the new economy really is bubbling all over the world now. And actually, it's bubbling so hard now, you can make $200-300 a month extra spending money just because you have a bike. Right. There's bike share programs now. You watch this interview with Spin Lister, and that's a bike share program where you have a bike, no matter how much it's a junky bike, expensive bike, or whatever, people are renting them. People are renting them all over. This guy's like in 100 and some cities all over the world now. Because people come to town, they want to use a bike, they want to get a car, or all this kind of stuff. And people with bikes, know people with other bikes, so they know what they like. So you rent a bike from somebody, and you know the coffee shops you should go to, the bars you should go to, or whatever. That's what's so neat about the shared economy. You rent a car in this country, and they don't tell you that kind of stuff. They just tell you, want to charge a lot of money for whatever. But a bike, you're going around a city to city, and instead of getting a funky rental bike, but you get somebody's nice bike or a funky bike, all kinds of bikes. But more importantly, it's making money off of that. See, that's why now, when the shared economy, whether it's your extra room in your house or your car you're not using, now it's a bike you're not using. Even kids' bikes or whatever are on this thing, and it's an app. It's real easy. You go on and say, hey, I'm going to be in Dallas next Thursday and love to have a bike, and you got something near the airport or near my hotel that I could use, and you sign up, you got it. And also, when you're renting the bike to somebody, letting somebody else use it, you're insured. This company insures you, for up to $5,000. So if somebody's using your bike and they wreck it or something, you're covered up to $5,000. That's what's so neat about these platforms. See, the platform, if you have a bike and you wanted to rent it to people, what would you do? Go on Craigslist and say this bike is for rent or whatever, and have to figure out the timing and all that kind of stuff. If you're going to collect the money, you're going to get ripped off if the guy screws it up, and all this kind of stuff. No, on an app, they do it all. They have the scheduling figured all out. They have the money stuff to figure out. They have the insurance figured out. They take a little piece of it. That's it. But they're bringing customers to you. That's the neat thing about platforms. They're bringing the customer. See, you're not in business. You can't make money unless you find somebody who's going to give you the money. That's the key. No matter how good your idea is, if you can't find the people that want to give you the money for your idea, it's like not having the idea. It doesn't matter. That's why these platforms, millions of people are coming every day looking for bikes to rent. So if you have a bike, you're there, and they're going to. So it's like being in the mall, the shopping mall, where people are looking for bikes. You're there, and it costs you nothing to do that. And you have potential of making money. These people are paying off their bikes, because some of these bikes are expensive. So $500, $1,000, even thousands and thousands of dollars for some of these bicycles. So people, you see this interview. He's got 8 of them that he's paid off every bike with this app. So watch this. This is the way our country's going, and there's opportunities more than anybody, more than ever before is what I really mean to say. So watch. Okay, Andrew Beatty, but more importantly, it's Spin Lister, SPINLISTER.com, and you're the guy I come to whenever I need a cool bike for just the hour, the day, or the week, or whatever. But more importantly, if I have a bike, man, I can make money off of your website, can't I?
Yeah, you can.
But I mean, you have people making like a couple $100 a week or month out of this thing.
For sure. I've paid all my bikes off. People make money every month. I think on average, the average person makes $200 a month.
Really? God. And you, how many bikes you have?
I have 8 bikes personally.
8 bikes, and you paid them all. Well, that must be a business. You could be like a rental bike company with your website, right? I have 4.
You won't get rich.
Yeah, but man, hey,
You'll pay your bikes off for sure. And as I paid one off, I bought another one because you keep buying more. You're like, oh, I could use a beach cruiser for friends, and then it pays itself off. You're like, oh, why don't I get a mountain bike? It pays itself off.
It's like 8 bikes, man. But I mean, the city. I mean, I live in Washington D.C. and I've been here 30 years. And the last 5 years, man, this has become bicycle city. The transit system is going out of business because there's so many people going to work on bikes.
It's crazy. It's healthy. It's mentally stimulating. You get to see cities in a whole new way. It's nothing better than just riding around on a bike.
I love it, man. I go downtown. We have an apartment downtown, and I love riding around. Like on a Sunday morning, downtown Washington D.C. Nobody's there. On a bike, man.
Perfect.
Coffee shops and the other. I mean, go down the monuments. You could see a city. You could see. That's why it would be great. Look, So if I'm coming, I guess, to California and want to drive around Santa Monica, man, it'd be better than getting a cab driver or something, right? Renting a car.
Way better. You get to see all around you. It's just like your bike. You know exactly what kind of bike you're getting. You're getting a real bike from a real person. The person will say, hey, go check out these things. Don't forget this restaurant. Don't forget this coffee shop. This is the best route to take.
Because your rental car company isn't going to tell you that shit, right?
Not at all.
But you're getting this from some person who lives in that city, who's probably like you because he likes biking or she likes biking like you do. And you got to go to this coffee shop, You got to see the girls at this bar,
Amazing. And it's weird because people don't realize that if they say a picture is like 1,000 words, but when you pick the picture of the bike you like, because it's real images we use, it's two people that end up liking the same bike, which means they're very similar. They already, not only do they have a shared passion of biking, but they already like the same things. It's crazy.
And it's not like sharing a woman, right? A bicycle is shareable.
It is 100% shareable.
But I believe in this, going to another city because, man, when I went to Shanghai and the person, I did Airbnb, so I shared an apartment. And that person set me up with gigs, kept me up with speeches, everything that I could have never gotten from the concierge at the Hyatt or whatever the hell it was. Yeah.
I ran into a guy in New York. He said they used us. And I was like, where are you staying in New York? He goes, oh, no, I had a layover in Shanghai. I had nothing to do for 12 hours. I rented a bike. There was one really close to the airport. I rode all around Shanghai and then came back and left.
Wow. Oh, that's a great idea. Because I remember the most expensive cab ride was to the airport.
How crazy is that? And he had 12 hours to kill, and he rented a bike and just went for it.
Wow. So you guys have been in business about 2-3 years now, right? And you're how many? I mean, you don't even know how many cities you're in. So many places.
We're in 66 countries, and we have users from 100 countries now.
Wow, users from 100 countries. Now, I mean, this is it. I mean, if you're in the city anywhere, and that's how we travel city to city. But also, I see, that it's a way to, you're thinking about bikes are getting, $1,000 is nothing for a bike anymore, right?
Oh, it's a low end bike.
Right. Somebody better tell my Schwinn guy that. And so if you want to test ride, before you buy one, because the shops won't let you take it out, on the
for sure, 100%. Yeah, I have all kinds of bikes. I have a $50, $100 beach cruisers, and then I have like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 road bikes. I mean, I have the whole works. Like, in every kind of bike has a different philosophy of use. Like I'm using the bike to get around town, or I'm going, like I have a really cheap commuter bike I go to work on. And it's crazy for these expensive bikes. You don't want to make a mistake. Yeah. Like if you're going to buy a bike, especially even if it's $1,000 or even $600, if you're going to buy a bike, you want to make sure that it's the right bike for you. So I see all the time people renting bikes and renting every type of that same tier bike. They'll rent like a Giant, a Trek, a Specialized, and they'll try them all out. And I can see them going every single day. And then all of a sudden they list a brand new bike like 2 weeks later.
They're trying to get their money back now. But what's neat too, you guys provide insurance. So if I'm renting a bike to somebody, I'm covered like $5,000 or something like that, right?
We guarantee the bikes up to $10,000. So we raised the rate because we were the official bike share of Ironman for 2 years. And so for the last 2 years, we've been the official bike share of Ironman, and we wanted to make sure that some of those higher end bikes were covered because there were a lot that were in between that $5,000 and $10,000.
So in other words, if I was going to run Ironman next year, I could get a bike from you to run it.
We have so many use cases. Exactly. Like we had a guy that got his bike stolen a week before the Ironman race after training, called every single up in the Bay Area, called every single bike shop trying to find a bike, reached out to us and said he was panicking. He's like, I have this race, an Ironman I've been racing for. He got a better bike than he owned, and he set a personal record.
Did he give you half the prize money?
He was so excited. He couldn't stop talking about how great our service was, and all within a week from the race.
Wow. No, this is the way the country's going. why figure out where a bike is or something? You just go on your app, find
Yeah,
it.
it costs hundreds of dollars, $400 or $500 sometimes to ship your bike. Why would you even just
Yeah.
find the exact bike? There's someone like you in another city who
Exactly.
has a very similar. If you think that bike brand only made one just for you, you're sadly mistaken. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of these bikes out there.
If they did, they're not in business anymore. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you're there. You guys are growing hundreds and hundreds of cities now already. So it's Spinlister, SPINLISTER.com, right?
Yeah, and our apps, App Store, iOS.
Oh, the app's the way to do it, right? Just like Uber, anything. You're the guy. You're the Uber app.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you just see your location, know where you're going to be. It'll show you all the bikes around you. You can filter by the exact type you want, how tall you are, how much money you're willing to spend. All those things you can filter by, and then just pick your ideal bike.
Well, that's right, because the store only asks you how much money you got. They don't ask the other thing.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Andrew. Take care. That's spinlister.com. Take care.